They have been called the editorial pages of the Southwest. But what exactly are corridos, and how do these songs run along?
A corrido is a song or a poem set to music. And as far as American scholars are concerned, corridos are all narrative. They're stories. As far as
These songs are a form of narrative about a wide range of topics, like a place or a town.
corrido that was recorded in the 20s but is still occasionally sung called El Lavaplatos.
Big Jim Griffith was one of the minds behind the Tucson Meet Yourself Corrido competition. Last year's winner sang a corrido about the January 8, 2011 shooting in Tucson.
Voy a cantar un corrido con luto en el corazón, los hechos que sucedieron en la ciudad de Tucson, un hombre que asesinaba sin motivo ni razón.
Professor Celestino Fernandez from the Sociology Department at the U of A was another one of the creators of the over 30-year-old corrido competition, who teaches students the art form and teaches by example. And he has been teaching corrido for a while.
All my life, literally. I grew up in central Mexico, and everybody knows the genre there. And so it's just part of what was played either on radio or on the records, record player.
Y aquí les voy a cantar. El desierto es peligroso y a todos quiere matar.
Fernandez composed Danger in the Desert along with an ER doctor at the UMC to inform people about the danger of the Sonoran Desert.
And I know the desert. I lived here 36 years. I do research on immigration. I was born in Mexico. I know the story, the history, the experience. And
the corrido is a living art form, one that the U of A Poetry Center is trying to preserve. Renee Engel is the youth program coordinator and teaches this art form to young students.
Poetry Center thought it would be a great form to engage high school students with in asking them to tell their stories about their own lives.
The U of A Poetry Center sponsors this 15-year-old bilingual high school corrido contest for high school students from all over southern Arizona. And the top 3 winners get to hear their corridos set to music by Daniel Mendoza and El Corrido Loco.
I was starting to just scribble and write down any rhyme. I kept asking my mom for help because I thought I would be done. Unlike my younger brother and sister, I am not the creative one.
It wasn't good enough to compete, no, it wasn't good enough to compete. I didn't think that I could win. It wouldn't compare to first place.
Any ribbon on it would be blank. If anything, it would say last place. Luckily, we had more time to work. I took out a piece of paper and started a new corrido, but changed it again later. In the end,
The top 3 corridos were in both English and Spanish, and Mendoza's accompaniment was at times both modern and traditional.
día trabajaba, pero era muy querido. En los campos sin milpas todo el día se llevaba, pero un problema tenía, el trabajo no dejaba.
Vivía en un pueblo pequeño, donde todos la cuidaban. Ganaba mucho dinero y nadie se lo robaba.
From the high school corrido competition at the U of A Poetry Center, all of this talk about corridos makes one wonder.
Voy a cantar un corrido de un hombre jesuita que construyó una grande misión y se llama Padre Quino, dedicado a San Javier. Es una bella huella del desierto.
From the high school corrido competition at the U of A Poetry Center, y la Misión San Javier, and a new corridista, Corridos de Ramirez.